Right, I got one or two emails about this fight and got a tweet about it as well from someone. So, yeah, I was keen to discuss briefly my thoughts on what would happen if Amir Khan was to fight Manny Pacquiao. First and foremost, let me say I'm sceptical that the matchup will be made. Is it a good comeback fight for Manny Pacquiao at this stage of his career? You know, who knows. But anyway, let's talk Amir Khan versus Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's, I think it's fair to say, in my opinion, that Manny Pacquiao's worst performance was last time out, when he fought Floyd Mayweather. To me, he showed a lack of game plan, somewhat of a lack of ambition, and I thought Floyd was able to close him down and effectively take his game plan away from him with relative ease. You know, Pacquiao's an older fighter. He's been in a lot of fights, and with his style being raw speed and output, I wonder if that's the style that's going to age well, especially now he's been knocked out heavily by Juan Manuel Marquez, and now he's got a few losses on his record, and now he's getting a bit older, really, especially as well if you factor in that supposedly he's got various injuries. So, is Manny Pacquiao's style one that ages well? The other thing to factor in is Manny Pacquiao's power. You know, a lot of people talk about this like it's easy work for Amir Khan, that he's simply got that it's easy work for Manny Pacquiao, that Pacquiao's simply got to walk to the other side of the ring, touch Amir Khan's chin, and it's lights out. But let me ask you, when was the last time Manny Pacquiao knocked out anyone? How long's it been? 5 years? 6 years? Well, it was Ricky Hatton, I believe, last time he actually scored a knockout against someone, and that was quite some time ago. I'm not sure exactly how long, but let's say that was many years ago, several years ago. So I see Manny Pacquiao as a guy who relies on speed and power, whose power seems to have decreased, whose speed won't age well, who's been knocked out, who's taken a few losses recently, who's had injuries, and who's in the autumn of his career. Now, at the same time, I would say that Amir Khan looked pretty poor last time out as well when he fought Chris Algieri. And, you know, based on that performance, Manny Pacquiao could and probably would beat Amir Khan. But I do think that Amir Khan's got certain advantages over Manny Pacquiao. I think when Khan keeps it simple and fights from range and uses his long 1-2, he's going to be a more effective fighter than Manny Pacquiao. And I actually think he'll bring a hand speed advantage into this fight. Yeah, I think the way where these two are at in their careers, Khan's going to be the faster guy. And I think Khan's also going to have more ambition and a greater will to win at this stage of his career. Yeah, for Manny Pacquiao, you've got to ask yourself what is left there to achieve. Whereas for Amir Khan, you know, he's potentially got many, many years ahead of him as a champion within the sport. Either way, I see it as it's a close fight. It'd be an interesting fight stylistically, and it would be 50-50. If Manny Pacquiao could get inside Khan's jab and put it on Khan, then I think he'd be able to have some success. You know, Khan doesn't like being pushed back. He doesn't like being hit to the body. People say he's a bit chinny, etc. So, you know, it's certainly not a fight that I'd rule Amir Khan out. But one thing that I think is really, really important in boxing is momentum. And I think that at present, Amir Khan's probably got a lot more momentum in his career than Manny Pacquiao. He's a lot younger, he's a lot fresher, he's had a lot less injuries. And I think that he is probably considerably the bigger man at 147 pounds. I think he'll be able to keep the fight at range. I don't think he'd have it as easy as Floyd did against Manny Pacquiao. But if you look how Floyd was able to close Manny Pacquiao down and able to effectively take his game plan away from him, whilst Khan doesn't have that skill set, there'd certainly be things that you could look in that performance and try and replicate when you're in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. It may be controversial. I know Manny Pacquiao is a cult hero and, you know, favoured by many, whereas Amir Khan is much maligned because of his supposed chin problems. But I see Amir Khan taking this fight if it was made. I do see it as very tight. It could certainly go either way. I wouldn't rule either man out. But based on where Amir Khan is in his career and based on where Manny Pacquiao is in his career, I think Khan's got more left to give. I think that Pacquiao's style possibly won't age well, whereas he'll be fighting a guy in Amir Khan who's in the prime of his career. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this fight's going to get made? If it is made, who are you picking? Many thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Thanks very much.